How should I live? How should I live? Where can I find the answer to this question? Let's find out in the answers to the following questions. How can I be happy? Many factors are needed for a person to live happily. Here, let's talk about relationships with everything, including human relationships. In a time when humans mainly depended on animal instincts to live, cold and hunger, attacks and diseases of wild beasts, and the preservation of the species would have been the biggest problems. As human intelligence developed to a high degree, society was formed, and culture and industry gradually developed. There were many countries where most of the problems such as hunger, cold, disease, and attacks of wild beasts were solved. In these countries, mental problems, including human relationships, are receiving relatively greater attention. In order to live like a human being, not only human relationships but also relationships with everything are important. Here, relationships include not only my body and mind, but also people around me, such as my family, relatives, friends, colleagues, and neighbors, such as my spouse, children, parents, and brothers, and the natural environment such as water, wind, trees, rivers, mountains, and seas, money, housing. It refers to the relationship between everything visible and everything invisible, such as artificial things such as cars. So, how should we live in a relationship? There is also a way to live as spontaneously as you can think of. It's like living as the wind blows, without a map or compass, without a destination. There is also a way to live according to how others live. If you live like that, there is a high possibility that you will not be able to get out of the sea of pain for the rest of your life like most people. If so, you need to make a thorough plan and execute it. But what should you do? Of course, how should I live? There can be no right answer to the question. It doesn't matter what choice you make, as long as you are prepared to receive the results of your choices accurately. Because each person's choice is the first priority. First of all, why don't you try to establish a relationship with everything, like a normal person, and live? If you live like this, you will live with greed and obsession like ordinary people. The resulting pain is unbearable. Then, what if we set up the relationship from the standpoint of the first cause? From the standpoint of the first cause, it makes no difference which relationship is established. Any relationship is within the expected range of the first cause, so you can set it as you like. It is because you can enjoy the results that follow or take responsibility. No matter which choice you make, there is no superiority or inferiority, and it is the same. All relationships are certainly conducive to realizing the truth. However, it is not very helpful in determining the direction in which to live in a relationship. Rather, the teachings of the sages and our ancestors will help us decide how to live in a relationship. This is because it deals with how to live a happy life, while playing the role of a desirable human being. Therefore, we must always keep in mind the teachings of the sages and the lessons of our ancestors. In addition to this, I would like to suggest how to live by referring to a new worldview and a newly interpreted piece of truth. First, let's understand the entire structure of this world by referring to the structure of the universe mentioned in the previous video. Next, let's refer to the explanation in the previous video about what the pieces of truth that are applied in this world are. And in the previous video, we learn more about who I am. In the video to be released in the future, let's summarize our mindset about everything and how to establish relationships. And we must use the examples of practice methods that will be posted in the future to achieve a life with the truth. Now, how do we build relationships and live based on this information? What result you will receive is up to you from now on. It depends on your choice. Thank you very much for watching this video.